Hey YouTube, Dan Audible here, coming at you with top 5 Kanto Cup teams that I have used or viewers have submitted to me that I really think are strong teams to use for this upcoming week because it is Kanto Cup and Ultra League. So if you don't have 2500 XL CP mons, Kanto Cup is a nice option, and because we've had it so many times before, there are tested teams that work. So here are a few of them, and the meta has not changed too much, right? Because it's Kanto was the original 151 Pokemon plus like the Alolan forms. So the teams haven't really switched that much. So what has worked? So the first team I'm going to look at is a viewer submitted one, Pidgeot, Lickitung, and a Sandslash. So I would run this as an ABB style team. Pidgeot in the front, right? Gust, Feather Dance. Gust just does so much just damage in general. Feather Dance, lower the attack where you can just gust down, or Brave Bird. This is an ABB style team, so you want to try and draw out a fighter, like Machamp if they have one. So Lickitung is a safe swap, super, super tanky. Lick does well as long as it's not a normal Power Whip, coverage move, Body Slam spam. And then Ace Slash with the Shadow Claw, and quickly gets to the Ice Punch. So it's a nice ABB style team. Pidgeot, Lickitung, definitely more tanky. And then Sandslash is a little glassy, but spams really, really quickly. I try and get shields down for that in the back. The second one is Mew double bulk, I call this. So you have Mew in the lead. You can build to the Wild Charge and just throw it, or immediately switch into either of these are a good safe swap. I like Dugong more as a safe swap because you just get that Ice Shard, Icy Wind, lower the attack. So you could flip switch if you need to, or you can just most times grab a shield. I always say bulk is better. It gives you more time to think about what to shield, what not to shield. And again, there's not a ton of fighters in the original. Like I've used Hitmonchan before, Primeape, obviously Machamp, but outside of that, there's not like a ton you're gonna see. So going double weak to fighting is not a terrible strategy. I think I've done it more than once. This is my all Shadow team. Shadow Machamp, Shadow Hitmonchan, and Shadow Ninetales. Shadow Hitmonchan, Shadow Machamp, not Shadow Hitmonchan. Shadow Machamp. Again, if you have not used Shadow Machamp, I'm sure you've gone up against Shadow Machamp before, and if you haven't, basically does not care about your typings, right? The counter cross shot rock slide just so much damage all around. Obviously, there's like ghosts and stuff that will resist, but for the most part, Shadow Machamp is just gonna beat you down. Confusion on Shadow Hypno, same thing. Shadow Hypno was a top tier for a long time until all like the Trevenants and Sableyes and everything showed up, but it was top for a long time. There's no darks. Well, there are darks because there's Eradicate, but in the original there's no darks. So it has a lot more play. The confusions do a ton of damage. And then Shadow Ninetales, go watch my 15 videos on Shadow Ninetales. Super spammy. It's a beast. Love it. And number 4, again, an ABB style team with Shadow Snorlax as the safe swap. And then Shadow Magnezone in the back. And if you want to talk about a glass cannon, Shadow, again, this isn't a true ABB style team because Dragonair does not resist fighting, but the point is you try and draw out a fighter with your Snorlax, Dragon Breath down with Dragonair, and then have your Shadow Magneton. It is so glassy, but man, the having a Shadow with Magna Bomb and Discharge, it just a lot of things are gonna get one shot. It's just so attack heavy. So just keep that in mind. That's how you play this team. And the last one is Graveler, Blastoise, and Mew. So Graveler is a nice little, it's a Graveler for starters. Yeah, it's a nice Pokemon because like it has the Rock Blast that still hurts, but it's a bait move, and the Stone Edge is like a new Full Switch. It's obviously a harder hitting fast move. And then Blastoise, I always think, is a really, really underrated Pokemon because why it's limited is because it has Water Gun. So Water Gun's a slower charging fast move. So, but Hydro Cannon is still a beast of a move, and it's very, very tanky, right? Just think back to the originals. If you ever played them, like Blastoise is always more the defense one of the 3 starters. So Blastoise is a nice play here. Again, electric, and that's why you run it with Graveler, because like you're weak to electric, so that hurts. You're double weak to grass. So I'm not gonna lie. This team is double weak to grass in the front and does not really have an amazing answer because both moves are weak in the back to grass. So if you want to switch up Mew, I just use Mew as a safe swap on this team. But if you want to use something else to beat the grass, like a Ninetales or other fire type Pokemon, that would work too. So that is it. I think of at least one or two. Like I said, I'm still off this week, so I got one or two. Oh, I'm not off this week. I am. What week is this? Yes, I'm still off for a couple more days. So I have a couple of viewer submitted Kanto Cup teams coming the next couple days, and maybe one Ultra League team if I don't have time to film uh, coming. So stay tuned for those and hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.